Crew coming at you with a beer review. Today I've got a beer from some friends. That's right, it was sent to me from the beer dueling duo of Brad and Nate Pico of Under the Table Brewing. Check them out at Under the Table Brewing. Good friends, very good friends, and this is what they sent me. Yum yum. Makes me think of Star Wars. Yum yum. Anyway, this is a beer that comes from Floyds Brewing out of Munster, Indiana, and this is a session ale. It's an American pale ale. It's at 5.5% ABV and 55 IBUs. I'm kind of curious to see what this one's all about. There is a bottling date on here, if I can read it. It was bottled on, I think part of it rubbed off, but I think it was in October 2015. So, a little on the long edge, it's the end of January, but we're gonna give it a try. Well, it's an inviting looking beer. We got a one finger head on there. It's egg white, I mean very white. And the color on this is really kind of a rich gold color leaning towards orange, but very much more on the yellow side actually. A little bit hazy, but there's no deterrent there. Let's get the nose. Ooh, that's so interesting. I get this immediately. You get these citrus notes coming in, but there's this like rounded edge of sweetness. There's tangerine, I would say big time off the top, but this rounded edge of sweetness, almost like there was corn on it, at least on the nose. It's this really smooth, characteristic, like a gum, like juicy fruit gum. I'm kind of getting that juicy fruit gum, this like beautiful sweetness with these various aromas, but I get most definitely like some tangerine. There might be some tropical, like a very light mango on there. And the lightest hint of some earthiness, rose petals, interesting, but that's what I'm getting. And I don't know, there's more melon. I just got like a cantaloupe on there. Wow. So it's bursting with a lot of fruit coming off of it. And that's after months, because October, November, December, January, 3 months. So we're right at the edge of where you'd want to drink something like this. So let's dive in. Cheers. Wow. So very contrary to the aroma, this is a really crisp beer, crisp and clean. The flavors are quite interesting on the sweetness. That round sweetness almost, I don't know. Now at the end, I'm getting that like corn and gum taste at the end. Not like a bubble gum like Belgian, but hard to put a finger on that sweetness. That's just so different. It makes me think of like a South American candy, hard candy, you know. It really does. It has that kind of a hard candy type taste to it. This interesting sweetness, almost like I had a butterscotch candy, and I was sipping like a nice IPA. Now this is an American Pale Ale. That's going to be a hoppy one because it's American. It's an American Pale Ale. But okay, you're sipping a hoppy American Pale Ale with some good citrus and stuff, but with a little bit of butterscotch candy left, and it leaves this yum yum sweetness still in your mouth. Wow, that's fun. On the middle in there someplace, I get this interesting rose petal coming off, like rose hips, someone might say. This interesting earthy rose petal, and at the beginning, no, not at the end, but right in the middle. Such a unique taste. I'm getting tangerine. I'm getting other various citrus. I get maybe a hint of some lemon on there. I get this, I just got a flash of tapioca. Don't ask, I don't know. A hint of like a pineapple, just a splash of that in there. A very light caramel to toffee butterscotch, like a little bit of biscuit malt in there. I don't know what to make of this. This beer, I bet even fresh, it's more hoppy. There's grapefruit. I got grapefruit on there. There's some great floral notes going on. Almost a hint of like white grapes. You know, just the lightest hint of viniousness. It's complex. I am just shocked. This is a 5.5% beer, American Pale Ale. Put out 3 Floyds, no shock there. And there's this plethora of flavors, just all kinds of flavors that are hitting the palate and your nose all at the same time. This is quite delightful. I'm not sure if I love it or I'm just distracted by it, to be really honest. All these flavors are almost distracting, but I love interesting and new, and this would be such a fun beer, I think, to sit around with friends and to sip on this. It tastes much bigger. It drinks much bigger. But to sit around with friends and talk about all the flavors they're getting, because I think people would have all kinds of things to say about it. You know, how they're trying to describe it. It's hard for me. All right, so how do we rate a beer like this? Well, okay, so first in terms of style, American Pale Ale. Now, I don't know, it drinks a lot bigger than American Pale Ale to me. I'm an old dude. I'm turning 55 next month. I'm a traditionalist. Pale ales aren't hoppy. To me, this is the candy IPA. But it's good. It's very good. I can't rate it super high in terms of the style. I don't think it totally follows that character per se. But I'm still digging on it. So in terms of American APAs or American Pale Ales, this is going to be an 88, okay? I think it's still a B+. It's a really fun one. Overall, different ball game. Because I don't know how to put this in a category. It's so unique. It's a fun beer. I'm just having too much fun with this. And I'm going to give it a 92. Overall, I'm going up to a 92. This should be blah, blah, blah. This would be great on tap, fresh. It would be so fun to try fresh, but maybe it's just at the age it is, but it's perfect now. It's so much fun. Here it is again. This is Yum Yum from 3 Floyds Brewing in Munster, Indiana. I don't know. I've got to go with the Star Wars bit, you know, Yum Yum. And this is Kevin at Clem's Homebrew saying life's too short to drink cheap beer, and I'll see you on the next beer review.